Are you interviewing your relationships? Well, you should be. I know most of us have at least been on one interview. And when you get into that interview, they're asking about your background, your history, how you may react to different situations. They're wanting to know all these things to figure out if you will be a good applicant for them and whether or not your qualifications will align with their overall goals. So, why don't we use that same rhetoric that companies use when we think about our relationships? I know, y'all, a lot of us think about relationships, and the first thing we say is, oh, he fine, or sis got it going on. Those are the things that we think about right off the rip. The looks is typically what attracts us first. But beyond those looks, what is this person bringing to the table? Because if our goals don't align, if what you choose to do with your life don't align with what I want to do with my life, what are we doing? So when you are interviewing potential partners, you should really think about, for one, those behavioral based questions. And if you don't know what behavioral questions are, they're typically those questions that ask, tell me about a time that you may have done this, or tell me about a time or how you may have handled this situation. So when you are thinking about those behavioral based questions, when you are thinking about your relationship, you may want to ask them, tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult situation and how did you handle it? Because honestly, you really want to know somebody is when they get mad. You want to see how this person will react when stuff does not go their way. Because if this person like to pop off, boo, you not for me. Or you may can ask the question, tell me about a time that you made a mistake. So typically when that question is asked, yes, we know obviously a mistake has been made, but what did you do to learn from that situation? So typically, as an interviewer, when we're asking that question, we want to know, okay, how did you handle this situation the first time and what did you learn from it? So ultimately, when you may be placed in that same situation again, how would you handle it this time? So if you're asking that question from a potential partner or someone that you're considering talking to, ask them, okay, so when you've been in this situation, how did you handle it? Because I don't want to even think that you're finna jump into a relationship with me. You're going to do the same craziness that you was doing in that relationship in this one. Point number 2. See if the candidate's skills align with your overall goals. So a lot of times we see, especially in HR, your resume can look real good. So if you are saying, you can fix cars, you good with your hands, you putting all this stuff down on your resume, you talking this good talk, over the phone, and when all of a sudden my car break down, you don't even know how to pop the hood. Make it make sense. And if one of the skills that I may be looking for is someone that can know how to fix my car, oh boo, you're not the one for me. Period. So think about those skills that you may want in your relationship and see if this person's skills align with what you want to ultimately do with your life. If you want somebody that can fix your car, if you want somebody that has good parental instincts, if you want somebody that has a relationship with God, if you want all these different assets in terms of a person that you are considering dating, okay, put them in a situation, see how they're going to handle it. This is what the interview is for. Point number 3, be honest. So typically, if you are in an interview and you just get to lying, trust me, we gonna know. Just be honest. So if it's something that you've never experienced or you've never done these different things, if you are within that interview, just say that you have not done it. And if you were placed in this situation, this is how you would handle it. Mind you, I'm giving out free game right here. Book your girl if you need some interview tips. Just be honest. Be honest with the person that you are considering talking to, because trust me, the lies will come out eventually and nobody has time for that. And point number 4, follow your instincts. Typically 9 times out of 10, we know off rip if this person is or ain't for us. There could be things that they do that just, chip your hide, okay? And I'm sure they're not going to stop doing these things once y'all are 1 to 5 years into this relationship. At that point, you're just going to be tired. And you really knew off rip that this person wasn't for you because they couldn't stop clipping their toenails and throwing the toenails all the way across the room when you first met them. What make you think they're going to stop doing that? You know what I'm saying? Follow your instincts. Think about, you know when a person is for you. And if you have gotten that small little inkling that they aren't, act on those things. There are so many other fish in the sea, and there's no reason why you should waste your time with someone that is just not for you. Clearly, companies have it down pat. They are interviewing these candidates because they want to see if you are ultimately the candidate for them. So we can really use that same concept when we think about our relationships and whatever person or candidate that you may be considering dating, interview them first. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. We have videos every Wednesday, y'all. And if you have ever been in a situation like any of these, or if you ever follow any of these tips, put a comment below. We love to chit chat here at Unrelenting Pursuit. Let me know if you've ever been in a situation like this, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.